Welcome everyone to our next round of QiDao chats. This is a Fireside Chat with Kila, and we've got Pablo from QiDao as well here, and we are going to be just having a conversation with one of the co-founders of Dodo. Diane, welcome.
Yeah, hi. Hello, everyone. Thanks for having me here. You can call me Dai Dai.
Okay, Dai Dai. Perfect. Well, Dai Dai, let's start off with you introducing yourself. Tell us, who is Dai Dai and how did you get started in the world of crypto?
Sure. Love to share my story. Yeah, so actually I entered in crypto industry in 2017. Yeah, so back then I just graduated from school and I got an internship at DDEX. Yeah, DDEX is an order book decentralized exchange, just like DYDX. Yeah, so I learned everything about blockchain there. Yeah, and next year in 2018, I started my own WeChat blog talking about all of those early DeFi products protocols before the word of DeFi is even created. Yeah, like teaching people how to use Uniswap, how to use Compound, how to use DYDX. Yeah, and also I created the first WeChat group um, uh, talking about DeFi called DeFi the World, the community, first DeFi community in China. And that's how more and more people know me, yeah, and have network with me. Yeah. And after that, there was bear market, right? Yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah, we just found, this really just a few users, like up to 100 people for one DeFi protocol. And at that stage, and some people feel they feel this not gonna work and they left. And just like DDEX, the founders just get disappointed and left the career. Yeah, but I and my ex-colleagues, we still feel there's hope for DeFi. We don't want to leave. Yeah, so and that time we saw Uniswap and we think, okay, and what's the problem for the user base? It's just for that generation of infrastructure, all of them really fit with Ethereum. Yeah, but something like AMM, like automated liquidity algorithm, that's what fits with the current blockchain infrastructure. But we do find there should be more advanced liquidity framework for users to use. Yeah. So somehow we combine the advantage of order book and the advantage of AMM to create a new liquidity framework called proactive market making algorithm. Yeah, and that's how Dodo is from. Yeah, so we build and then we build Dodo from this PMM algorithm. Yeah, last year. Yeah, so this is a brief history of how I DeFi and how I founded Dodo with my ex-colleague.
And
yeah, but now we are partners. Yeah.
Nice. How has the journey been since you've started last year to now?
Yeah, last year is really bull year, and also that is the first bull year for me. So like everything is just boom and it's happened. Yeah, so we got really smooth when we are to first launch our beta version in last August. Yeah, and many people joined the pre-liquidity mining. Yeah, TVL is really high, and a lot of big VC fund us and offer fundraising terms for us. Yeah, and it's really great. Yeah, but when we keep building, when we going deeper and deeper in this industry, we still find a lot of field undiscovered. Yeah, so there is like how to prove a better, higher capital efficient liquidity algorithm. Yeah, I think we really must try a lot of method and see what other teams are doing around it. Yeah, so I really feel we just moving forward one step, and there is still a lot of room to be improved and discovered, not just for Dodo, but for all of the pioneers in this DeFi industry. So it's really a early stage, yeah. But I'm just feel more confident, to work in this industry and as a young person, yeah. So to get involved in my early stage of my life, yeah, I feel very lucky and want to um, discover more and contribute more. Yeah, so it's really like to meet you, right? So that's the opportunity that the industry gave us, or we won't like ever meet with each other, right? So I really feel appreciate for all of these good things, meet people, chat with people, about new ideas and moving things forward. Yeah, so I think we really are doing something like rebuilding the global financial system and still work for ourselves and being happy. So this is really lucky. Yeah.
Absolutely. I guess what's a word of advice that you'd give somebody who may be a little bit hesitant to come into the space?
Oh, so I think you can really find a better job for your life. Actually, it's free and it's work for yourself, and you are building something in 10 years that will benefit everyone. Yeah, so it's happy and it's free and it's beneficial to the society. So why not join us? Yeah.
Awesome. For those that and we make little clips of all the videos that we do. For those people who may be new to DeFi as a whole, how would you describe Dodo to them
Yeah.
in like the easiest way?
Sure, like Dodo is DEX is a decentralized exchange. So if you got tokens in your wallet and you want to swap them into other tokens, just come to Dodo. There is best price. There is the lowest trading cost for you to do the swap, and you can swap any tokens. You will all find out among Dodo.
Okay, great. And what about for more advanced? What about for more advanced users? Somebody who's been in the
Sure.
space for a while. Yeah.
Yeah. So Dodo is, built based on a new algorithm called proactive market making algorithm. So, like, if you want to create your own token and do some liquidity mining for them, there are tools for you to do it free. Yeah, and if you are a market maker, you got your idea, your information to pricing some assets, you can enter Dodo and open up some pools and adopt your own market making strategy on Dodo, and you can make money from it.
Oh yeah, I love that. So one of the cutest features that I've seen was create your own token.
Yeah,
And so anyone watching, make sure you go out there and create your own token. Like what are some other things that that Dodo is doing to really help innovate the space?
Yeah, I think now what we are focusing is like we are trying to improve the capital efficiency of liquidity algorithm. Yeah, so that means just with a small size of TVL, we can give a best trading price for any tokens for any assets. Yeah, we have been in this way since last year, and now as everyone can see, there is coming out, Curve version 2 coming out. New AMM is also, following the direction of a higher capital efficient liquidity framework. Yeah, so I think somehow we are, in a right direction to explore that. So the DAX space is coming to the next era, not just not everyone is looking for a super big TVL, but we focus on high capital efficient. Yeah, so I think that's we will see more innovations from this area.
And speaking of innovations,
Yeah.
how could we? One of the biggest capital inefficiencies we've seen so far is just money sitting there for a lot of protocols, where they are waiting to withdraw. For example, on our USDC swapper, there's like 70 million USDC. What are some ways we could use PMM to maybe improve the efficiency of swapping between my USDC?
Yeah, you mean how they capital by PMM to make it more capital efficient? Yeah. So we just in our algorithm actually is a pricing model for assets. Yeah, and we introduce Oracle to our algorithm. Yeah, and so that this algorithm can adjust the pricing around the Oracle. Yeah, so to so the price will be higher or lower than a middle price market, and that will attract arbitrageurs come to Dodo, sell or buy to rebalance the predation in the liquidity pools. Yeah. So in this way, we gathered all of the asset, all of the liquidity around the market middle price. So that's so most of the asset won't just laid there and do nothing, but they are gathering around the market middle price, and they are traded, they are sold, or they are bought by others. Yeah, they are utilized. Yeah, so that is how this algorithm works. Yeah, and for this Oracle, it's a general concept. Not just we could use public Oracle like Chainlink to use their price feeding, but also we allow the professional market makers to provide Oracle to provide price feeding. Yeah, so we can allow institutional market makers come to Dodo, open up pools, and do market making for mainstream trading pairs, and they can really making a lot of money on a DEX on blockchain. Yeah, so this also a new business for them, not just making money from Binance, from Coinbase, but also market makers now the first time can work on DEX and make money on DeFi and provide the best liquidity for DeFi users.
That's awesome. And I was wondering, what benefit does a user get from holding C tokens, SET tokens, like Dai or CUSDT?
I think on Dodo Way, we have some liquidity pools. There are different times one type is, we call it pegged pool, and this kind of pool is for assets like Dai, C Dai, and like C token, like A token, or like different ERC20 BTC assets. Yeah, so this kind of pool just works like a curve. Yeah, so can gather most of the liquidity around the fixed price. Yeah, and so when you trade, you can get the best price, and if you provide the liquidity, you can earn a lot of reward for providing the liquidity. Yeah, and next stage, we are also building a self-serving liquidity mining tool for everyone. Yeah, so anyone can just create a token and create a pool, yeah, and set up their own token rewards for their own pools. It is all permissionless.
That's fantastic. And will it be live on Polygon soon?
Polygon. Oh yeah. So we are already built on Polygon. Yeah, and yeah, but we didn't start liquidity mining yet. Yeah, but so far the user experience is really smooth. It's really fast, and the transaction fee is really low. Yeah, so from the user feedback, people really love it when the DEX building on a high-speed chain.
Yeah, looks awesome. I'm checking it out as we speak.
Yeah.
No, that's fantastic. So I guess what else does being on Polygon kind of allow you to do that may be difficult on other chains?
Sure. I think for DEX, the key point is the trading cost. On Ethereum, there really, there really are some barriers to stop new users to come in. Before Polygon, actually, we after Ethereum and before Polygon, we built on Binance Smart Chain. Yeah, and that's really attracts a lot of new users. So their first, DeFi application maybe DODO, and so in their mindset, the trading cost should be low, at low like that. Yeah, so it's hard for them to go back high trading cost application, right? Yeah, so I think that's the same thing for Polygon. So if the chain offer opportunities for trading set like though the transaction fee is really low, and that's what user care about the most. Yeah, and based on that, we can develop more advanced features and derivatives. Yeah, like maybe limit order. Yeah, and order books. Yeah, and also derivatives. Yeah, that opens up more more opportunity. Yeah, so you can see there are some like perpetual protocol and derivatives team. They don't really got a great attention user base on layer one, right? But now they are paying more effort and to attract more users on side chains on layer twos. Yeah, so I think Polygon also have the opportunity to see some new financial scenarios just because it's really cheap. Yeah, but I do think any EVM chain will also meet the problem about the scaling. Yeah, so I think that's also a thing that every EVM compatible chain should think about it. So one day they will meet their own scaling problem. Yeah, so how to fix that? That's really important for the ecosystem built on.
Absolutely. What is Dodo's kind of multi-chain strategy?
Yeah. So basically, we really will pay attention to every chain emerging. Yeah. But like now we already built on Ethereum, Binance Smart Chain, and Polygon. Yeah. So we see good traction on all of them. Yes, now Dodo is like top 10 DAX on Ethereum and the top 3 DAX on Binance Smart Chain. Yeah, and got good traction on Polygon, and we are next move is starting liquidity reverse for users on Polygon, and now we are also built on Arbitrum, just waiting for the Arbitrum team open to public users. Yeah, so we still keep opening our eyes to other side chains layer 2 and this kind of solutions. Yeah, so our strategy is basically open-minded, quickly log on it. Yeah, but we will evaluate the ecosystem on a new chain and evaluate like what kind of resource and tokens and rewards and pick a right timing to do growth on that chain. Yeah. So basically that means technically we want to give more opportunities for users on more chains. Yeah, but economically we will be careful to give rewards and do the growth, and we'll pay that on a chain that they think Dodo is good and we think they are good, so we can promote the growth together.
Okay. Yes, I love that. I love that. When you do hop on new chains, I mean, what are you looking for in a partner?
Oh yeah. So actually, so for now, when we deploy on a new chain, basically we work with like Chainlink. They provide public Oracle surveys, and for some main trading pairs, and also we work with Graph, so they can help us to have a serverless solution, so we don't need to heavily rely on servers. Yeah, and also we work with institutional market makers like WooTrade, Chronos, so they can maintain some trading pairs and do the price feeding, so they can guarantee the best trading price on Dodo. Yeah, so basically the partners could be Oracle, market makers, yeah, and
Gotcha.
middleware. Yeah, and also we are looking for more DeFi protocol like lending protocol like aggregator. Yeah, so we can doing more things around composability. Yeah. For now, we just so for going to every chain, our first goal is guarantee we can provide the best trading price for users, and users can trade any tokens on that chain. Yeah, so we basically will look through what their other DAX on that chain, and we will integrate their liquidity. Yeah, so people on Dodo can trade any tokens on Dodo. Yeah. So
Okay.
yeah. So we have an aggregator
Yeah.
function as well. Yeah. So that can guarantee we can provide a smart router to route it to any UDP pools, not only on DODO but also on other DEX. Yeah, and give the best trading path for DODO users.
Are there plans
Nice.
to route on cross-chain as well, potentially? Maybe move your tokens from one chain to another and provide liquidity across?
Yeah. So that's really a great question, and many users are asking about that. But we do think the cross-chain, the bridge is the security is really important. As you see, recently there are some cross-chain bridge got exploited, right? And that's a big problem. Yeah. So DODO market cap is not low. Yeah. So when we choose a cross-chain bridge, their market cap must be higher than us, so they can guarantee the safety for DODO assets. Yeah. So for now we didn't use any cross-chain bridge. So people just use use centralized exchange to swap DODO to different chains.
Yeah, that makes sense. I heard recently the MPC hack, multi-party computation hack, that I guess we'll see more evolution there before we can automatically do that for users.
Yeah. So we do hope there will be a public serving cross-chain bridge that's open for any DeFi protocol. I think all of us need this kind of service, but the security just really important. Yeah, and that is related to everyone.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
What excites you most about the future of DeFi? Where do you see it going, and what excites you about that future?
Yeah. So I think it's really more exciting for me as this kind of potentially bear market. Yeah. So we can just go down and think about more and trying more solutions that can make the DeFi world better. Yeah. So I think the most interesting thing is everyone here is trying to build a new global financial market that is permissionless. Yeah. So everyone just doing what they are good at, right? Like way good at trading, building DAX. You're good at like QiDao, right? Some teams good at like landing things and moving real assets into the world or something. Yeah, we're just doing what we good at, and the network, can exchange this resource, this information, this assets with everyone. Yeah, so we all benefit what others are building. Yeah, and we do contributing ourselves, making things we are good at. I think this really exciting. Yeah, so for us as a DEX, we are keep exploring that, trading as much kind of assets as possible. So for now, we are not just possible to trade fungible tokens, but also non-fungible tokens, NFTs. So we are having a new feature like you can fragment your NFT into fungible tokens and can trade them. Yeah, so I think that is one way forward to trade more kind of assets on blockchain. Yeah, so this is what we are exploring, and also we got an thing in our mind that we are trying to making more permissionless tools for developers, for users, so they can rebuild on Dodo. So like the one-click token issuer, right? You can just easily and at a really low cost to create your own token, and you can open up a liquidity pool with your token, and that don't require require your capital or your money. Yeah, and you can also give your liquidity rewards to trap your liquidity pool. So that's all permissionless and open to everyone. Yeah. So when we building a new feature, we are keeping moving forward, make it permissionless and to benefit more people. So that will attract developers or users to rebuild, to open business on top of us. Yeah.
That's fantastic. I think that's very needed, particularly because people keep deploying contracts either through remix or unstandardized means. So that's great. One thing about the non-fungible tokens, which would be cool to let our users and everyone know, is we've released new vaults with the CAM wrapped Matic vaults, and those are fully ERC 721 compliant. So if you hold the NFT, you hold the vault, and you hold the collateral and the debt it owes. And that effectively allows it to be a building block, so you could transfer that vault into a contract, have it managed through another contract effectively, or even managed by a group of people like a small fund. So there's some tidbits there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely. I think another thing that kind of I thought was interesting from what you said was the fact that you're like, there's a little bit of excitement if this is actually a bear market, that you get to try new things, and I think also kind of what you're getting at is that the user base that you have in a bear market is also probably a little bit more diehard versus the versus just the casual user. So I thought that kind of stuck out to me. What scares you if for the future of DeFi? Is there anything that really you think that we need to be aware of as a group?
Yeah, I really maybe I was scared by community drama. So recently we have saw the drama things about governance, about community involving from I don't know, uni and sushi. Yeah. It's not I cannot say it's a bad thing. It's just I feel for governance we should really be careful about that. Yeah. So we for every team we need like a core team to give directions, to give new ideas, to do more research. Yeah, and we also need a really good community to involve in this building career. Yeah, but I think it's just really consuming passion or time, to involving this kind of drama. Yeah. So personally, I don't like drama. So personally for myself, I will be scared like if there any drama things, and this drama is all in English. So if a drama comes to me, I have to explain anything and coordinate all of these people in English. I just feel that's not we should paying attention to, even if this kind of drama can attract attention and can attract I don't know, maybe more money, but that's what I don't like. Yeah, I just like to to focus on what we are building and exchange ideas with people and moving things forward. Yeah, but maybe someone that's good at drama and can make benefit from it. Yeah, but that's just not me.
Yeah, I see a lot of projects. They get very political as they grow, and every activity, no matter how small, can cascade a very big effect.
Yeah,
What are some tools?
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah.
So sorry. So I want to add something like why we entered in crypto. I think everyone entered crypto because we don't have politics or we don't good at politics. But for now, if you say you have to good at politics, so you can build a good project, you can have a more attention to your project. I think that's really ironic.
Yeah. Oh, well, speaking of politics, I know every time we push out proposals or try to get some discussions going, things can get very political. What are some tools you all use to maybe gather community input, signaling, engage with the community to see what they might prefer?
Yeah. So now we basically use Discord for general and technical discussion. Yeah, and we have a forum to share proposals and gathering feedbacks. Yeah, and we'll also post it on Twitter. We really got really big followers on Twitter. Yeah. Almost 100K followers on Dodo Twitter. Yeah, and we for the voting we use snapshot. Yeah, now is this kind of governance framework. Yeah, well, I think our governance is just starting. So going forward, we will, maybe improve to have a more advanced governance tools with when Dodo are growing up. Yeah, so now the governance is really in early stage. We have improved for proposals. Yeah, so I think the governance will be improved when the project is growing up.
Okay, fantastic. What right now? Who has the ability to vote on proposals within Dodo?
Yeah. Anyone who hold Dodo or VDodo. So VDodo is a membership token in Dodo ecosystem. You can use 100 Dodo tokens to mint one VDodo, and VDodo have more rewards and benefit compared to Dodo. So it's like long-term holders, VDodo holders. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. And so if they wanna get involved with what Dodo is doing, go out there, get some Dodo tokens, and then hop into the Discord and make sure you follow the Twitter. I have a few more questions for you before we let you go. Let me bring Pablo back in there. Awesome. I had a few questions in terms of, have you had a chance to look at QiDao and kind of, play around there? And if so, what are your thoughts on QiDao?
Yeah, first time I just saw the name Qi, and wow, it's really interesting. And I thought, oh, will that be an Asian team? So Qi, right? And the photograph is really familiar to me, so I just check it out. Yeah, and I think it's really awesome. Yeah, so like you allow users to keep their asset, but extract the value from them, right? By using them as collateral to mint stable coins. So I think it's a really great use case, and something we see a genuine use case in DeFi. Yeah. So I think this really interesting, and also your DAO framework. Yeah, so I really want to explore more. Yeah, like why you name yourself this name. Yeah, it's really interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, and in terms of teams, like we've got team members kind of from all over the place, and so yeah, it's it's just a great place, and thank you for kind of diving in and seeing and checking in a little bit more on the project. And I think again, there's probably many different ways that we can work together, in the future, and how we might be with a partner, and who knows, maybe even have Dodo as collateral at some point. And then in terms of like the role of stablecoins in DeFi, what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts on that? There's a lot of talk about regulations going on right now, and this is all over the globe. And so, any thoughts there?
Yeah, sure. I think stablecoin is just really important. Like now, everyone is trying to build permissionless global financial markets, and also in DeFi, the pricing mode is already the pricing is not controlled by an entity, a person, but that is influenced by anyone, any users, right? That's how AMM works. But for stablecoin, it's like oil for the DeFi network, but we are using some stable coins controlled by an entity. I don't think that is a final answer. So I think that's why there are always new teams discovering algorithm stable coin, right? Because they want to create a more permissionless solution for stable coin, right? That's not controlled by an entity and authority. Yeah, but it's just really hard. So most of them failed. But I think there will keeping to have more teams discovering that. Yeah, so I do hope this so important role, so important asset in DeFi can be more decentralized. Yeah, after all, if not doing that, we are just using, a shadow coin of American dollar. Yeah, I don't think that works. Yeah, so that also will finally make DeFi involved in politics if we are using a shadow coin of any, a dollar or some, money backed by government eventually. Yeah, so I do hope there can be better solutions. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you for that insight. And I know we're running a little bit over time, and so apologies for that. I do want to have a question I have a question for you. What can the Polygon and the QiDao community do to help Dodo?
Sure. I think for QiDao, maybe we can discover more collaborations around like asset, like stable coins, like maybe just like you said, Dodo or VDodo as collateral to mint stable coins or something. That's really cool. Yeah, and for Polygon, so next stage, I think the community um, will offer proposal that to start liquidity rewards for Dodo and Polygon. Yeah, so maybe in that direction, the community can figure out like how can there will be a beneficial use case for all users of Polygon. Yeah.
Okay. All right. And so you said that there's a proposal coming out pretty soon for that.
Yeah, there should be. Yeah, depends on core community members. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, awesome. Fantastic. And then in terms of just quick question, because we usually ask this at the beginning. What like how big is the Dodo team?
Oh, now we have more than 30 people in
Wow.
our team. Yes, I think it's not small, right? And they are
No.
global distributed. Some in Canada, some in Australia, some in Japan, and some in China, and some in Singapore. Yeah, so we are keep hunting more talents in global markets, especially in Western market. Yeah. So um, yeah. So technical people are in Asia, and there are more marketing people in Western community. Yeah.
Okay, got you. So if anybody's looking to join the Dodo team, just go into Discord. Who should they reach out to?
Yeah. Just reach out, Ricky and Dodo, or Sean at Dodo, and Donkey Kong and Dodo. Yeah, I think every team member, every community member should know Donkey Kong in Dodo.
Yes.
Just like he's really to coordinate everything in our Western market. Yeah.
Absolutely. And then last question: who would you like to hear
Sure.
from next? Like who would you want to see on a fireside chat?
Oh, I think maybe, do you only talking with DeFi builders or investor as well?
I mean, investors as well. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Maybe you can, as a check, like you have talking with landings, and index. Yeah, I think maybe next one can be derivatives, or margin or perpetuals. Yeah, I think to asking like what are their plan at layer 2. Yeah, so I will vote for MCDEX. Yeah, maybe yeah.
Okay.
Perpetual swap, and based on also based on PMM. Yeah, but order book style on layer 2. Yeah, I think they have something to discuss. Yeah.
Perfect. Well, it was such a pleasure chatting with you, Dai Dai. Hopefully we'll be able to chat more in the future and get some things going between QiDao and Dodo. Um, I see some stars aligning, so should be good.
Yeah. Thanks for your time, and thanks for having me here. It's really great talking here. Yeah. So back offline, we can make more conversations about like how to collaborate or something. Yeah.
Perfect. Well, thank you, and then to everyone watching, thank you for watching, and we will see you next time. Bye bye.
Yeah. Thanks for your time. Bye bye.